Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Where is your global warming now? Where's your global warming now? It's literally 60 degrees in late July, way out east on Long Island. And that's how I start this FU Friday. A big FU to whoever makes the weather. What are you doing? We don't need this. This is chilly. This is cold. This is unacceptable. Whatever. But I'm freezing. I'm tired. I went to bed way too late because we're binge watching another show. Can't tell you what the show is because you'll spoil it for me. And I guess the Olympics are on tonight. That's good. What's up, Nick? You are first on the whole damn thing. How are you, my friend? And of course, the sun is going to pop out above these roofs any second, and I will not be able to see. Bitching. I know. What's up, Cosmic? How are you, buddy? John Courts, good morning to you, sir. Good morning, Open Squad. Good morning. It's FU Friday. It's Super Chat Friday. It's Click on Something Friday. So do your thing. You can even just, hit the like. Hit the like. Give me an FU in the chat. Throw me $5 and click on something. That would be like a perfect day for me as I move forward, I guess, moving forward with the live streaming and everything else. What's up, Tim? How are you? Henry Wheeler, good morning. Cast Iron Cal, morning. Hope heading to New Hampshire to fly fish for the weekend. Hope you enjoy the nice weather. Well, it's chilly outside. Just when you thought global warming was real. And then somebody goes, nah. We're going to call everything off to throw them off the scent, to throw them off the track. What's up, Robert Cowling? But I hope you enjoyed the fly fishing. I certainly have done my share of fly fishing over the years, not in recent years. And, usually we go to Roscoe, New York, the fly fishing capital of the world. And it's certainly a lot of fun. It's a fun like fall activity, I think, right? Like kind of like an October, somewhere around there. Robert Cowling says, "Good morning, Cupcake and crew. Good morning. Let's get the FUs going. Let's go. What's up, Christine? How are you? We got Deborah. What's up, Deborah? How are you? Mike Bergen Jr. Good morning, Ope and Pod Squad. Open them eyes, boy. Shut your stupid mouth, Bren." These are my eyes, and they're sort of open. I have sleepies in my eyes. I set my alarm so I could do a live stream for you, and you're beating me up on my stupid eyes. Who gives a crap? What's up, Tom Izzy? How are you? Hey, Andy Vollen. Good morning. F you to Facebook. All right, here we go. For not letting me send you stars still. I don't know. I can't keep up anymore. Yeah, we used to make some decent money off Facebook with their stars program, and then I don't know, maybe I pushed a button somewhere. I have no idea. I've written them, but trying to write a social media company is absolutely the dumbest thing you could do because you get automated responses, and then if you keep at it and they give you about 5 or 6 automated responses, then they finally go, "Oh, this guy isn't going away. Can you pass it on to the interns?" And then you got to go through the interns, and eventually you're like, no, I need somebody to look at this. And then finally you get a person. Usually that takes about a year. So I'm about 2 months into that process with the Facebook right now, trying to figure out what happened to the stars, because it's a way you show your appreciation. You give the kid a few bucks. It's nice. Keeps me motivated to continue doing this. That's the deal there. Good morning, Open All. Good morning. But you could send me super chats on YouTube. Tom, you could go over to my YouTube channel, Opie Radio, and send me super chats. That would be nice. Hi, Scott Watson. How are you? Morning, Mr. Hughes. Good morning. Vincent Scaramuzzo. F the notifications that don't seem to work anymore. Yeah, I don't know. That's the other thing. The other thing with Facebook, they really got to get their crap together, because there's a lot of us, we're trying to make a little bit of a living off the social media platforms, and it's nearly impossible. And the thing with Facebook, so I live stream every morning, right? And one of my live streams this week did over 3,000. 3,000 clickaroos, 3,000 views, 3,000 whatever they call it. And then yesterday it did about 300. So you're trying to tell me that 2,700 people in one day decided I suck? That's impossible. It's more that the notification system they have at Facebook is all sorts of effed up. Speaking of which, I got another F you at Instagram too. Okay. Instagram has a bonus program, right? I'll take you inside the life of a content provider. I'm a content provider right now. I'm not a live streamer per se. I'm not a radio guy per se. I'm a content provider, which means you fucking work your ass off all day editing videos, finding videos, putting music to videos, putting emojis to videos. Then one video that you like, right? You have to upload to 7 or 8 different platforms. It's time consuming. It's a pain in the ass. But Instagram knows that. So they're like, oh, let's give these guys a bonus program, you know? So the bonus program is make as many reels as possible. And if you get some clicks, we'll throw a few bucks at you. All right. So I'm doing really, really well on Instagram in the last couple of weeks. And I got the bonus program. And yesterday, I uploaded a video and it's up to 1.7 million views. You might be thinking to yourself, man, Ope, you're rolling in the dough. 1.7 million views for Instagram. They must be happy. They must be throwing money at you. And that's not the only video. I have another video that did over 700,000 views, and then a few in there that's like 20,000, 30,000, then a couple dudaroos. You know how it goes. You want to guess how much money I made off Instagram in their bonus program with all those views? I'll beat you to the punch. I've made $300. $300. And they're like, good news, you made your bonus goal. What's good news about $300 when I've given you no less than at least 3 million views on Instagram in the last 2 weeks? It's just nuts. Hi, Ted Palawana. Good morning to you. Good morning, Greg Buell. How are you? We got the wave. Hey, Ope, let's all have a great day. Hit the like. Yeah, hit the like. Thank you. The big thing, though, it's FU Friday, so I need your participation today. Whatever bothered you this week, I want to know about it in the old chat room, okay? Jedi Grind getting us started with the Buckaroos, $10. Hello, Greg. Nice morning over there. Yeah, it's a bit on the chilly side, though. I was going to wear my winter hat, but then I would have to hear it from Scott Watson for the next, 3 years. So I decided to go sans hat, which I kind of need now that the sun's popping over the roofs. The roofs, like I said, now it's blinding me with science. I can't see the goddamn screen. Should I just turn this off and go back to bed? Maybe I should do that. What's up, Steve? How are you? Good morning. Good morning, XM202 Afro. How are you? Hope everything's good with you. Morning, Gail, Jamie Land, Debbie up there in Boston. We got Joe. You should do OnlyFans. Yeah, no kidding. You know, there are starving comedians that there's a few of them that do OnlyFans because you got to hustle these days. You got to hustle out there. You are pathetic. Oh, shut up. What? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I only put you in timeout so you could come back and hit me with another one, sir, before I block you. F you to man boobs. Hell yeah. I was in the man boob category for a while there. Hell yeah. I was starting to look a little man booby, I don't know, early spring, because I gained a few LBs. That's why one of my goals is to lose 10 pounds this summer. Halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. But I get to a certain weight, man, those man boobs start popping out. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they're a pain in the neck, man. You got to fucking do a lot of cardio and start eating better. And then, hopefully you can knock them down a little bit. Or you could freeze them. You could freeze your boobies. There's a thing where you could freeze your boobies. You go into a clinic, right? And I'm not saying I did this. I'm not saying I did this. I just know a little bit about, a bunch of things. And they kind of like you're having a monogram, whatever you lay, a mammogram. It's like, having a mammogram. Oh, wait, no, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I think they, wait, I'm trying to think. See, I didn't do it, or I would know. I think it's a suction thing, whatever. I think it's a suction thing. So they put this thing on, and they suck as much boob into this thing as possible. And the man boob is a lot of fat, and then they freeze it. Then they freeze it down, and it literally freezes some of the fat away. Yes, look this up. This is a crazy procedure, and the doctor that discovered that this is possible. This is all a true story. You can look all this up for yourself. A doctor noticed in the summertime when you're eating a lot of popsicles as a kid, when you're sucking on a popsicle, they noticed that, kids or adults or whatever were getting a little indent in their cheek area. And that was from sucking on the very, very cold popsicles over and over again. And they're like, wait, there's something to freezing the fat away. And so then they started this giant business where you could like freeze your boobies and try to get some of the fat to go away. And what is it called? Sculpting or something like that. Oh yeah. You guys seen the commercials. Never mind. And they could do it with tummy fat and back fat and side fat, low fat, high fat. F you to my car, changing the tire rods, hub assembly, and valve cover gasket this weekend. You're doing all that? You know what, Scott K? You get the cheers today. You're doing all that. F you to my car, changing the tie rods, hub assembly, and valve cover gasket this weekend. Dude, if you pulled your car up to my house out here, well, first of all, you would be tackled in the driveway. But after we would get past that. And I would say, no, he's cool. And then you open up the hood and it said, hey, could you point to the tie rods hub assembly? I would have a panic attack. I would have no idea. Look, if you guys don't give me a better FUs, I'm going to give you an FU. I'm going to give you a really good FU, but I'll give you a chance first. Okay. Warren Dice, FU to not knowing the drama between Scott Watson and Jennifer Farris. Oh, in the private Facebook group? Well, I think that's up to them to talk about. I guarantee Jennifer Farris will tell you. But you got to be a member of the private Facebook group. Join a really, really good group of people this weekend. I would appreciate it. They would appreciate it. Mike Bergen Jr. would appreciate it because he's keeping track of the numbers, and he's not happy when we dip below 100 members. And now we've dipped below 90 members, which is driving Mike Bergen Jr. crazy. I'd freeze my T's before getting hair plugs. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. My hair is hanging in there. I got to kind of do some sweepies. I call them sweepies. You got to kind of place it a little bit sometimes. But besides that, my hair is hanging in there. Tape your man boobs together. You'll look good. Oh, my God, Mike Bergen Jr. Oh, my God. What's up, Paul? Thanks for the $1.99 on this Super Chat Friday. I think they call that a breast lift. Nah, man, a breast lift, I think, is when you actually have the surgery, right? I have no idea, man. What else is going on? Christine, good morning. Memory glands, sweat glands. What is that about? Mike Bergen Jr., no, Mike, that's not your bit. You can't do who the man. You can't do the who the man bit. That's Richie Rich's bit. You have to come up with your own bit, Mike Bergen Jr. What's your bit? You can't steal Richie Rich's who the man bit. unless he gives you permission. F you to the server who keeps ignoring me when I nicely point to my coffee cup. There's no nice way to point to your coffee cup. Andy Vollen, there's no nice way to do that. Yes, sir, no fun. LOL. All right. Drama is good content. Well, of course drama is good content, but it's not my story to tell. F you to all the new wannabe comedians. Does no one work anymore, huh? Where are all the wannabe comedians? I have no idea. Good morning, Sheila. Hi, Sheila. What's up? And we got Maximum Libertarian saying hi. Hi. Anyway, all right. Wait, I just got a 10 spot. Barrister 1401. Love the Barrister 1401. Oh, my Johnson is way too girthy. Can I stick it into the fat freezing machine? Yeah, I guess you could do that if you really need to knock down the girth. Cheers to Barrister 1401. Thank you. Hitting me right between the eyes with that. Well, no, I'm not hitting me between the eyes with that. No, that didn't sound right. But I like the Barrister 1401. Cheers. All right, I got an FU. You guys are lazy. You're lazy today. You're not giving me the FUs. Remember, I went to bed at midnight and I set my alarm for 5:30 so I could do this now. All right, Mike Bergen Jr.'s got one. F you for being at work early on a Friday. Boo-hoo. Yeah, that's stupid. It's really stupid that we work on Friday still. It's just the dumbest thing ever. We all know it's stupid and ridiculous. But, a boss has to justify paying you a certain amount of money. So a lot of times they just make you sit there on a Friday like, oh, gee, thanks. You're a terrific guy. Oh, you're going home early, are you? As you sit there and watch the stupid clock knowing that you did your job for the week. You got the whole damn job done in 4 days. Of course we could do that now. But for whatever reason, I think they're in cahoots with whatever city or town you live in. Especially the city. New York City was definitely in cahoots with a lot of the big companies, basically offering them all sorts of tax breaks. This is just my hunch. I don't have anything, solid about this, but they needed a lot of people to come back to work because the city was hurting. Because you go into the city, let's say, to go to work, yeah, you're spending a bloody fortune on commuting, whether it's gas for the car, the tolls, the train passes, the subway passes. And then when you're in the city working for some schmuck, then you also, you go out for lunch and you're spending crazy money that the city gets to collect. So, when the COVID thing proved to the world that we could pretty much do most of our jobs from home, that scared the hell out of a lot of the upper up people. And so they made deals with these companies like, hey, man, if you get your people back into the office, we'll give you a little taste of what we bring in. Of course that happened. Of course it did. Good morning, Hope from Phoenix. Hot as hell here. Well, damn, Ernest, keep it to yourself. We're a little chilly at the ocean today. Yes, no work Friday. All cops and firemen go home. Well, waiver. That goes without saying. The waiver. There's essential jobs, of course. I thought people understood that part of that rant waiver because I've only done that rant about 20 million times. Not talking about the people that are essential, but there's a lot of us. We're not essential. When I was doing a radio show, I wasn't essential. I'm like, 4 days is enough. Play a best of. There's a ton of us that can do our job in 4 days. But of course, there are jobs where, it's a 5-dayer. Of course it is. F you to Morningwood. Bathroom's only so big to, oh my God, Andy. You got the morning chubster, huh? So got to see if Fevers isn't just teething. Sorry, big girls. Wait. So got to see. Wait, Christine, what are you trying to say? So got to see if Fevers isn't just teething. Sorry, big girls. What is that about? What is that about? How's the water today? The water is it's nice. We went We went in yesterday. The waves were huge, and we had some fun jumping over the waves, jumping through the waves, diving all the way down to the sand because these waves were just crushing us. But we had so much fun in the ocean yesterday. Certainly hoping to get in there today if this weather warms up. I don't know. Sheila, my mechanic, desperate looking for help. Whoever knows about tie rods has a good chance. PSA parents with teens. Trades is looking like guaranteed employment. All right. Oh, you got teenagers now that you got to get out of the house, get them working. I told my son, I'm like, you're getting close to being able to get a summer job. And he said to me, why would I do that? Oh man, times have changed, huh? I was part of the workforce since I would say, I think it was 14 years old. I don't count the paper routes, but when I marched up to the Huntington Crescent Club and became a caddy and joined the workforce, I was 14 years old. These kids today, they're like, why? What's a job? That's stupid. I'm going to live here forever. Stan Davis, hoo-hoo doing 0 days during the summer. F you to hoo-hoo. Is Howard really, is he really taking the whole summer off, really? That is like, there was a time, I'll be honest, because I got a little lazy at the end of my run, and I was taking big chunks of the summer off. I was taking 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there, and then I was working like 3 days a week, 4 days a week. So I'd be a hypocrite, but since I left radio and now, I mean, the competition out there is absolutely insane. There's no less than 1 million people right now live streaming. And Howard is so pompous that he thinks he could just take the whole summer off and everyone's going to be sitting there waiting for him when he gets back. That's not true. His hardcore people will be, but I guarantee he's losing market share and listeners by the week at this point. And is he still in Italy with his purse? Is Howard still in Italy with the Kimmels with his purse and his I want to be a cowboy, baby, his cowboy hat? Is he walking around Italy still taking pictures as he wears his cowboy hat and wears his purse? And of course, he went into a store way out here in the Hamptons. And, and they're right on a table, big display was a fucking purse. And the person that works at the store probably convinced him it's not a purse. It's a man's bag. It's a man's bag. It's not a purse. See, when men wear purses, they're called man bags. And Howard fell for it. So he's walking around Italy with the Kimmels instead of doing radio for his fan base with a purse. And I want to be a cowboy, baby, cowboy hat. But he's stupid because the competition is crazy out there. Why would you give your listeners a whole summer to find something else interesting to listen to? Granted, the choices out there are very, very slim. But, if you take the whole summer off, some of these people will find something else that they enjoy listening to. Beautiful morning here in Illinois, driving to work, windows down, Mr. Hughes on the radio. What's up, Scott K? Cheers to you, brother. Cheers. Come on, let's get more FUs going. Or we're going to have to talk about chest feeding. Chest feeding. Or we're going to have to talk about chest feeding. That's not true, Chris. You've been duped by the internet. Hey, why were you such a jerk off to everyone during the show? You've been duped by the internet, Chris. Go away. We don't even really talk about Opie and Anthony that much anymore. The show ended 10 years, Chris. Go away. Hey there, Open Chat. How's it going? What's up, Worldwide Ghost? Good to see you, buddy. Get me a sorbet, Robin. It's hot out here. Does he open up his little purse and does he put his little camera in his purse? Oh my God. What happened to Howard? Now wears a purse and a cowboy hat. He used to make fun of Don Imus for wearing a cowboy, baby, cowboy hat. For being outside in the sun every day, he's looking less weathered than some people that like to stay inside playing video games all the time. So F you for that. Oh, all right, Sim Sum. I don't know who you're talking about, but thank you very much. No, man, I'm on this beach almost every day during the summer, but I sunscreen my ass off. I don't need to look pretty with a stupid tan anymore like it did in the very, very old days when I was trying to get chicks. I would go to the beach and get some nice color, and then I would try to pick up chicks. But now that I'm older, I'm like, who cares if you got a tan or not? So a lot of people, they're surprised I have a house at the ocean because they don't really see a tan on me. And then I wear my hat, not a cowboy hat. And then I literally wear long sleeves and very, very light sweatpants. Very light though, when I'm not sweating my ass off to the beach. I do that every day. The only time I'm in kind of shorts out here is if I'm going swimming. And then as soon as I'm done swimming, I change back into, very light sweats and a long sleeve shirt because we get a lot of sun out here. You hear me? I hear you. Greg Buell, F you to the lady who pulled out in front of my son and totaled the car 2 weeks after he got his license. That's a hard lesson so early in his driving career. Holy crap. That's my worst nightmare right there. I got a son that's, a year, maybe 2 years away from driving, Greg Buell. And that's my nightmare right there. Damn it. First of all, I'm glad your son is okay. And yeah, F you to that stupid lady. That's how I lost my daddy. I lost my daddy 20 years ago, coming up in August. 20 years? That's crazy. But, he wasn't driving. He was in the back seat. He got T-boned right outside the house I grew up in. The house we moved into when I was 5 years old. And, to this day, there's some lady just driving around the Huntington area. She knows she killed my dad. I'm sure my brother has stalked her for the last 20 years. I have no doubt about that. I have a brother. He absolutely has stalked her for the last 20 years. Allegedly. I have no proof of this, none whatsoever. I want to go on record and say that. I personally never want to know who the lady was, but I guarantee my brother knows her credit score, where she goes on vacation, where she shops, where she works, probably knows her routes when she does jump in that car. So, Greg, I can relate, man. That just blows. Some idiot lady never even, she just plowed into the car. So she wasn't really looking at the road. So she was probably on her phone is what I would guess. Cheers to my brother. Happy Friday. All right, Joseph. Good for you. Footer, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Howard Stern has a MERS, a.k.a. a man purse. A big F you to Howard Stern for being a pansy. Are you using the word pansy? Let me look on the list of words you're still allowed to use. Okay, look, it says it right here. Yeah, you could still say pansy. Pansy. I never even got a fanny pack. I tried on a fanny pack once. We had a few fanny packs laying around, and I tried one on. I looked so stupid. So I'm still the guy that just has a ton of junk in my pockets. When you need to have a ton of junk in your pockets, think like going to Disney or something. I looked ridiculous in a stupid fanny pack. So no, I'm not going to be wearing a purse as I'm on vacation with the Kimmels in Italy, wearing my cowboy, baby, my cowboy hat. No. Now, it's a gentleman's bag and radio whole voice. Linda, you fucking rule. I hope you're a part of this every morning. Yes, exactly. Well, that's why Robin worked for the Howard Stern show. It was because she wasn't a typical female on the radio with a bunch of guys. I love the sun. I'm darker than Kamala Harris. Oh, damn. People aren't voting for Kamala Harris because she laughs weird, I guess. That's good. That's how you should decide who the next president would be, how they laugh. I just like triggering people. Now. All right. Oh, damn. All right. We got another fiver coming in from Barrister. Oh, so Barrister's going to be the only one giving me fivers on Super Chat Friday. Is that how it's going to be? Him and the Jedi grind? $5 tip for not ruining my Friday with Ron the Waiter. I like Ron the Waiter on this. But, I mean, it's going to, Barrister, no offense. I mean, this is the deal I'll make. Ron the Waiter pops on, right? Don't worry. It's not going to be today. And you don't want him on my live stream, and you hit me with a Hyundai, I will immediately remove him from the live stream. Immediately. All right. So do you guys know what chest feeding is? You're a dirtbag, bro. You're a nasty mother effer. You don't know anything about me, Chris. Why would you say such a thing, Chris, on a Friday? Why are you so angry? Why do you have such hate in your heart? Is it fear? Why do you have the fear instead of the love, my friend? You don't know anything about me. You wouldn't know I'm a dirtbag. You wouldn't know I'm a nasty mother effer. You wouldn't know any of those things, my friend. So I'm going to ask you very, very simply. Instead of like avoiding and banning you, which I obviously didn't, and it wasn't a mistake earlier, I just put you in timeout. I want you to answer the question why you think I'm a dirtbag and why I'm a nasty mother effer, okay? I want to hear what you have to say because I guarantee you don't know anything about me. I would pretty much guarantee that. So you're doing the bidding for somebody out there, some probably, maybe you're a Howard Stern fan, maybe you took Anthony's side in the whole Opie versus Anthony thing. So let me know. Let me know there, pumpkin, okay? And let's see if we can work it out. Let's try to work it out. All right. In the meantime, I want to tell the people about chest feeding. There's a thing called chest feeding. Okay. So I don't know if you know about this, but when women have babies, they do something called breastfeeding, right? And some choose not to, of course. But most ladies, they bond with their kid and they do something called the breastfeeding, and it actually nourishes the kid. And it's very, very important, especially in the early days of the life of a child. So there's a lot of, I don't know if you know this or not, but like when I was growing up, we had one transgender person. One. It was a tennis player, became a woman, and then continued playing competitive tennis. And this person, their name was Renee Richards. It was the only transgender person in the entire world. And then fast forward a whole bunch of years, right? That's sarcasm, by the way, because people don't understand sarcasm. Fast forward a whole bunch of years, and now there's a lot of transgender people out there. My God, man, they're living among us. My God. Which I honestly don't care about. I don't care. I just need like time to understand some of this stuff. That's all I ask. But in this society, you got to understand immediately or they go for you. Oh my God. So some of these transgender people, right, they're having kids, right? And there's now a movement where, some of these transgender people, they want to bond with their babies. So let's say it's a woman that had a baby because she still has the parts, but she identifies as a man. Am I getting this right? Because a year ago, I wouldn't get this right. So now they want to bond with the child. So now they go into a breastfeeding class with a whole bunch of, let's just say quote. If you say it in quotes, I think it's a little better. Regular moms. The majority of moms breastfeeding. And then this person who's now, identifies as a man, but is in a breastfeeding class. They're uncomfortable with the term breastfeeding and they're trying to change it to chest feeding. Why? What I don't understand is this. If you're like changing your gender and going into another category that's well established, why are you the one trying to change the rules? Shouldn't it be majority rules? And if you're uncomfortable with the term breastfeeding and you want it to be called chest feeding, maybe this isn't for you, and you should maybe like do this in your own home by yourself so you're not uncomfortable by hearing the word breastfeeding. Huh? I think I got that right. But there's a movement where they're trying to change breastfeeding into chest feeding because there's transgender people that are uncomfortable with the term breastfeeding, which is so stupid because whether you're a man or a woman, you have breasts. I understand on men it's called more like, a chest. But the fact is we all have the same parts and we all have breasts. So what's the big deal? This is a real thing. People are trying to change the term to chest feeding instead of breastfeeding. And yes, you should laugh at that. I think you should laugh at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You were on the radio 4 hours a day for 20 years. We know you. We know. No, you don't. You only know what I decided to tell you. I hate to admit that. I think I was more honest than a lot of radio guys, try to open up and talk about, my upbringing and my life and whatnot. But you only know what I decide to put out there. So that is the point. And I played more, and I liked playing more of an exaggerated version of my personality on the air. I would go down the assholery road a lot on the radio, but I didn't do that in my real life. So you think you knew me, but a lot of people think a lot of the crazy stuff I did on the radio, I was actually doing in real life. And that's no. I was raised right by my parents. I understood the difference between right and wrong, but I also understood that if you had a mic in front of you and you turned it on, you got a little freedom to try to entertain the people with some crazy ass stuff that you wouldn't do if the mics were off. Shane, hey, Ope, I'm in Utah. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Right on. I want to get to that Utah. I hear that Utah is a special place. I want to listen to some of that jazz that Utah has. They got a lot of jazz. They love their jazz in Utah. Love, 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 love. No, they don't. They were stuck with the name jazz. And then I guess supposedly jazz clubs popped up all over Utah, but they're not known for their jazz. New Orleans, I guess they say New Orleans is known for their jazz. And the reason why Utah is sort of known for jazz now, it started with the NBA and a little team called the New Orleans Jazz, and they moved to Utah, and they kept their name Jazz. So then the team was Utah, and they just put Utah Jazz on their name. And everyone's like, Utah is not known for their jazz, but they want to keep the roots of the team. So then Utah Jazz and the NBA, they got well established. And because of that, like jazz clubs popped up around Utah. Isn't that? Oh, that's not interesting. I'm sorry. Same thing with the Lakers, by the way. The Los Angeles Lakers. They used to play in Minneapolis, and they were the Minneapolis Lakers way back in the day in the NBA. And that team moved out to LA, and they kept Lakers as their name. Because, I mean, I know Los Angeles has some lakes, but they weren't known for their lakes like Minneapolis was. Oh, my God, please don't make me say Minneapolis again. I beg you, please don't make me say it. Don't have a question about Minneapolis, please. Thank you. Joyce Collin, oh, my God, Greg, that's awful. Most importantly, is your son okay? It wasn't my son. It was Greg Buell's son was in an accident right after getting his license. That's, with my dad probably? Oh, yeah. Oh, 20 years later, you're telling me it's awful that my dad died in a horrific car accident? I'm over it. Joyce, I'm over it. No. Joyce is too nice. I'm sorry, Joyce. You know I love ye. John Quartz with the $5. Thank you. Fivers, likes, or download the latest episode of something. That would be nice. Thank you. All right, let me see. yeah, Chris, you didn't answer the question. Chris, you're just in here hating. We get it. We have a nice little group. The hating thing is stupid at this point. I asked you a question. Why wouldn't you answer it? Instead of you're just continuing to hate. That's just stupid. If you want to know the truth. Opie, open your eyes. Chris is Aldo with a different name. Oh, is that what's going on there? All right. You were a real nasty mother effer to all the people who worked for the show. You are a liar. I'm a liar. Okay. No, I was a boss. They hated being the boss. I had to deal with a lot of stuff that the rest of the guys didn't have to do. And I also, have people that have thanked me for hiring them. They have thanked me for their careers. They have thanked me for all sorts of stuff, thanking me for the incredible opportunities I gave them. And then, sure, there's some negativity that comes along with all that. And I could have probably been a better boss, but I didn't go into radio to be a stupid boss. I never took training to be a boss. I hated being a boss. So there you go. If you're going to talk about the bad stuff, you should talk about the good stuff as well. Stuck up for people, marched up into the big boss's office to protect them and to save their jobs. All this boring stuff that probably wouldn't have made great radio at the time. Were you watching breastfeeding videos on TikTok again? No, I haven't done that in a while. Mike Berger Jr. Shut up. You're going to ruin it. Stupid. Even if male, still, there's still breast tissue science. It's dumb. And it's not fair to women. If you're trans, no, this particular person is becoming a man, but wants to nourish their kid. I don't even know how that works. Don't even explain it to me. If you're taking hormones to become a man, can you still breastfeed like legit where something nourishing is coming out for your child? I have no idea. But to enter into this gender and try to change the rules because you're uncomfortable when everybody else isn't uncomfortable, then that's on you. Then that's just on you. And if you don't like it, you could just, breastfeed, chest feed, whatever you want to call it, somewhere else by yourself. So you're not bothered by it. So you're not triggered by it. It's so weird. Chest feeding is stupid. It's very stupid. They're effing boobs. Exactly. You don't enjoy a little chest nibblings? Nah, man. When I was out there, trying to pick up chicks. The nipple play, the tweaking. No, I'm like, no. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. And I know there's there are people out there that, oh my God, no. God, no. No, and no. Big FU to CrowdStrike, the company that caused global techno meltdown, offers partners $10 vouchers to say sorry, and they don't work. Oh my God, they only gave you $10 for ruining your business for a day or two? That's crazy. Oprah, are there any things that make you want to be a Trump supporter? Yeah, if he's not a politician, I would support Trump. I can't. I'm not a supporter of any politician. That's the problem right there, my friend, right there. Yeah, if Trump, all right, I'm going to answer this question, Doug. And I make it clear, I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris either. Okay, I'm in that category of, none of the above. It's not a great category to be in this society of ours. You have to pick a side. I'm a none of the above type of guy. There's not a lot of us out there, but I'll answer this question. If Trump marches in, becomes president, and somehow is able to knock down the the real estate taxes in New York City dramatically, I would be a huge supporter. A huge supporter. But actually, under Trump, my taxes went way the fuck up in New York. Was he responsible for that? I don't know. I mean, he's trying to follow the Ronald Reagan playbook, where it's like a trickle down thing, take care of the very wealthy, and that trickles down to the rest of us. So I don't know. I don't know if he's officially responsible, but I know my city taxes went dramatically up when he was the president of these United States of America. So to answer your question, no, if he wasn't a politician, I probably would be a Trump supporter, because he's just fun. I like that he's fun. I like that he doesn't give a shit. I like that he takes ridiculous shots at people and keeps it entertaining, because the political process and campaigning is boring as all hell. You got these politicians, they promise you the world and they get nothing done in the end, because it's very hard to get anything accomplished when you're the president. So at least make it fun. And Trump makes it fun. I like that part of it. I do like that. JD Straight Shot coming in. All right, I got to get rid of Chris. Chris is really out of his mind. So let's get rid of Chris. All right, JD Straight Shot, $10. It's crazy how bad Jimmy does on his own show. Poor Sam has to hold the whole thing up by himself when he does the show. Luckily, this is it for Jimmy after October. Is he dramatically saying he's leaving in October? Are you leaving in October, Jimmy? Are you? You stink. He stinks. He thought he could be an actual radio show host. No, you're good as a side player. You were very good as a side player. You were, dare I say, brilliant as a side player. But then in your stupid head, you think you could hold up a whole show. And yeah, you had longevity, but you didn't do anything with that dumb show. We left you a massive audience still, even though the audience was not as big as it was in our heyday, but we left you with a giant audience and you did nothing with it. You watched every opener you ever had and every low-level podcaster pass you by. Am I talking about Jimmy or me? Am I talking about Jimmy or me? Am I talking about Jimmy or me? See, but I got self-awareness. I got the self-awareness, like Mr. Imus. Thank you for the $10, though, JD. Good morning, Lamb Chop. Good morning. I want to go now. Donnie and Marie, I'm leaving it up to you. You decide what you're going to do. I don't know what that means. Okay. All right. If I don't know what these comments mean, then I got to go. Any thoughts on Anthony's new book? No. He has another book out, another book I won't read. I didn't read his other book, so why would I have thoughts on the second book? Ross Dog's Broken Spirit, $5. Did you ever consider an alliance with Imus back in the day to annoy Howard? Why or why not? Ross Dog's Broken Spirit, you don't know the history. I met Imus. He freaked the F out. He was so excited to meet me. I met him at a book signing in Huntington, and then we became instant friends. And we did Imus's show a couple times, me and Anthony, and he was absolutely awesome. And we were email friends. We would email each other here and there. And he was a really, really good guy, and he really, really loved that we took it to Howard. He absolutely loved that. Loved it. Good Lord, do you think I would have made a comment about your father? Oh, never. I was replying to Greg B. I know, Joyce. I was trying to make you, uncomfortable, because the people I love, I try to make them a little uncomfortable. I know that doesn't make sense, but if you were sitting on my deck, I would never say that to your face. But just to entertain some of the people, I had decided I wanted to make you a little uncomfortable. It's all good. You owe no one an explanation. Thank you, Footer. Thank you. Yeah, Chris went bye. We have way less haters. It's really weird. It's really weird that the haters still come. And then I give them a chance. I'm like, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and you realize there are haters, obviously. So I'm like, I try to do it a little differently. I'm like, all right, you obviously don't like me at all. Oh my God. So tell me why. Tell me why. Are you a Howard Stern fan? And some of the Howard Stern stuff pissed you off because I was talking about his cowboy baby, his cowboy hat and his purse that he's wearing in Italy as he's on vacation with the Kimmels. Is it because you're sticking up for Anthony? Is it because you're sticking up for Jimmy? What is it? Did you used to work for the show? Like, what is it? I would respect that if you told me exactly why. But he never said why. He just continued his hate. He'll be back tomorrow under a new name. These people can't help themselves. Wow. All right. Can I go now? Wait. Oh, well, all right. I got a fiver here. Anthony Wayne. Any thoughts on Anthony's new book? Didn't we just do this? I have no thoughts. Literally none. No thoughts. I'm not in the Anthony Cumia business. I haven't been in the Anthony Cumia business in like 10 years. The fans are really still into it. And that's good, I guess. But I'm not in his world. I wished him well when he went through some major health shit. And I felt it was time to at least just wish him well. And then he texted me around Christmas, wishing me a nice Christmas to me and my family. And then, and that's it. And that's it. I hope he didn't write anything shitty in his book, considering that he wished me a Merry Christmas. That would be weird, right? That wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. But with that said, I'm not going to read his book. I didn't read his first book. I'm just simply not in the Anthony Cumia business. It's been 10 years, my friends. 10 years. All right, let's start rocking. Let's start wrapping up. I think we did it. I hope you guys have a very good weekend. Thanks for all the love and all the support. It's stupid. You could focus on the one terrible person, or you could choose to focus on the people in your life that are really, really cool towards you. I think I did not do that at times, but then you realize it's really dumb to focus on the hate when you could be focusing on the love, man. And we got a lot of love in this room every morning when we live stream. So that's what I'm going to focus on as we leave you today. All right. If you gave me a few bucks, thank you very much. I see we got a few bucks today. Thank you very much. Hit the like on the way out, and look, I'll be posting stuff. Just click on something. Actually, know what I want? This is what I want. From Mike Bergen Jr. We have a private Facebook group, right? And we're 88 members strong. We used to be over 100. We want to get up to 100 again. It's a good group of people. We have a lot of fun in there, and there's get-togethers and this and that. But if you're not cool, we'll sniff you out immediately and we'll get rid of you. So don't waste your time with that. That's just nonsense. But we would like a few of you to join our private Facebook group. So you go to Opie Radio Fans, and then I guess there's some kind of subscribe to the fucking private Facebook page. It's Facebook. They don't make anything easy. It's always a workaround. And where do I go for this? What? I think if I go business suite, what? Where at? Personal page, business page. Well, but you have to go here to do. Oh, okay. Bunch of eggheads. See, when you have a company that has a bunch of eggheads, and the leader of the company is the biggest egghead of all time. In his head it makes sense, but he doesn't understand. You got to dumb it down for the rest of us. So Facebook has always been that social media platform that's been run by eggheads, and they never figured out how to really dumb it down like the rest of the social media platforms. That's my FU today. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. We'll talk soon.